Okay, ma. In previous video, I explained different types of scales. Now, do you know about the first thermometer? First thermometer. The first thermometer was invented by Galileo. The first thermometer. The first thermometer invented by the Galileo by Galileo in 1593 AD. 1593 AD. In this thermometer, air was used to as a thermometric substance, as air rapidly expands on heating and contracts on cooling. Further, the substance that is used in the thermometer has uniform expansion or contraction with the rise or fall the temperature. Okay. Measure the temperature of air using a thermometer. Okay. Next one, clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer. Generally when we are suffering from fever, our body temperature increases. Yes or no? Clinical thermometer. If we are suffering with fever, then our body temperature will be increases. Clinical thermometer. Okay. If we are suffering with fever, our body temperature will be increased. Our body temperature will be increased. Can you find how much the body temperature has increased? Okay, can you find how much body temperature increased? Okay, we went to hospital. The doctors use thermometer to find the temperature of our body. Thermometer used to find the temperature of human body. Okay. Okay. It is called a clinical thermometer. Doctors use a thermometer to find out the temperature of our body. It is called a clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer. Hold the clinical thermometer in your hand. Observe it carefully. There are two types of scale marked. For example, it is a clinical thermometer. It is clinical thermometer. Once observe the diagram. It is a clinical thermometer. Generally, doctors use the thermometer to find our temperature of our bodies. It is called a clinical thermometer. Hold the clinical thermometer in your hand and observe it carefully. There are two types of scales are marked on the clinical thermometer. One starts with 35 degrees Celsius, 35 degrees Celsius and ends with 45 degrees Celsius. While on the other side with 95 degrees. For example, it is 35 degrees Celsius. Okay, here 45 degrees Celsius. Here, once observe the diagram, two scales are there. One scale is starts with 110 degrees Celsius, 110 degree Fahrenheit, and another one is 95 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, it is equal to 35 degrees Celsius, and at Celsius 45 degree is a upper fixed point, that is equal to 110 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, there are two types of scales are marked on the clinical thermometer. One other starts with 35 degrees Celsius or 95 degree Fahrenheit. One is start with 95 degrees Celsius or 95 degree Fahrenheit or 35 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, it is started with 95. In Celsius, it is started with 35 degrees Celsius. Okay, and ends with 110 degree Fahrenheit. 110 degree in Fahrenheit scale, in Celsius 45 degree Celsius. Okay. Do you see the kink in the capital near the bulb? Okay, it is kink. It is a kink. So, what is the use of kink? Kink means it prevents the fall of the mercury level. It prevents the mercury level from the falling on its own. What is the use of kink? Kink prevents the mercury level from falling on its own. It is the use of the kink. Okay. How to use a clinical thermometer? What's the thermometer? Next one, how to use a clinical thermometer? 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 Okay, what's the thermometer? Okay, with a anticipated solution, hold it firmly by the end of the given few jets. These jets will be brings the level of mercury down. Okay. Next, now place the thermometer under your tongue or armpit. Okay. For example, it is a clinical thermometer. It is placed on the under your tongue. Okay, under your tongue for 2 minutes. And now once observe the mercury level. Now mercury level will be rise in thermometer, clinical thermometer, that shows the your body temperature. That shows the your body temperature.
Mankind is using mercury thermometer to measure temperature for years. Mercury thermometers are usually 3 to 4 inches long. Naran Medical Limited offers clinical thermometer prismatic, dual scale, clinical thermometer flat, dual scale, and thermometer rectal and basal thermometer. Mercury thermometer has a scale alongside the thermometer. In this, we have dual scale Fahrenheit and centigrade, from where the reading is taken. The tip of the thermometer is full of mercury. Before using the thermometer, we need to wash it with normal drinking water and then shake it down like this. Ideally, before taking temperature, mercury level should be below 97 degrees. Now place it underneath the tongue and hold it right there for 2 minutes. Mercury thermometers could be used orally, rectally and under the arm. The preferable way to use it is under the tongue. But the children under 4 years might not be comfortable with this way. In that case, we can use the thermometer under the arm. For small babies, Narang Medical Limited offers rectal thermometers. After around 2 minutes, remove it from the mouth and take the reading of mercury on the scale. 98.6 is normal under the tongue, 97.6 is normal under the arm, and 99.6 is normal rectally. Narang Medical Limited also offers digital thermometer. Caution! Mercury is a dangerous substance and if accidentally the thermometer is broken, one should not touch the mercury with bare hands. There are country-specific rules how one should dispose it of. For more information, you may log on to www.narang.com or www.surgicalshop.com.
The normal temperature of human body is the normal temperature. Normal temperature human body is 98.4 degree Fahrenheit. Now this value convert into Celsius. So what is the relation between Celsius and Fahrenheit? You know already, C by 5 equal to F minus 32 by 9. C by 5 equal to F minus 32 by 9. It is a relation between Celsius and Fahrenheit. For now here F is given, Fahrenheit equal to 98.4 degree Fahrenheit. Now C by 5 equal to 98.4 minus 32 by 9. So 98.4 minus 32. Okay, 66. So C by 5 equal to 66.4 by 9. Okay, 66. Okay, 98.2. We can write here 66.4 by 9 equal to 7.4. Big cross product here. C equal to 5 into 7.4, that equal to 37 degrees Celsius. 37 degrees Celsius. The human body temperature. The human body temperature in Fahrenheit equal to 98.4 degree Fahrenheit, that equal to in Celsius 37 degree Celsius. It is a normal human body temperature. Okay, ma? Maximum to minimum thermometers. By using of maximum to minimum thermometer, we can find the highest temperature and lowest temperature. Once observe this video.
Today I am talking about maximum and minimum thermometer, which is also called sixth thermometer, because it was first discovered by the scientist James Sixth. That's why it is also called sixth thermometer. Okay, now let's talk first about the construction of this thermometer, how it is made. Actually, this is made to measure the maximum and minimum temperature of a place, usually of 24 hours. Within 24 hours, what is the maximum temperature of that place and what is the minimum temperature of that place, that can be measured by using this maximum and minimum thermometer. It is constructed in such a way that it consists of a U-shaped glass tube, and it is U-shaped glass tube in which half of the lower part, usually half of the lower part, is filled with what? Mercury. U-shaped half is filled with mercury, but the upper part with alcohol, it is filled with alcohol, but at the top of right hand side there is vacuum. A vacuum is left at the top of right hand side. Two metal indices are used in two arms. Two metal indices are used inside the alcohol on both the arms of U-tube to reach the maximum and minimum temperature. Both the side of U-tube is calibrated with the value of temperature either in degree Celsius or in degree Fahrenheit. In left hand side, the values are in the increasing order from top to bottom. We can see like this. If this is minus 40 degrees Celsius, if it is calibrated in degree Celsius, minus 40, minus 30, minus 20, minus 10, 0, and this is, let's say, 10, this is 20, this is 30, this is 40, and this is, let's say, 50. But in right hand side it is just opposite. It is 50 at the top, it is decreasing order, and this is 40, and here we have 30 and 20 and 10 and 0 and minus 10, minus 20, minus 30 and minus 40. This way it is calibrated, and this upper side is filled with alcohol that I am showing here with red ink, and this metal indices here, it is just above this level of mercury. Metal indices are used, and mercury, it is shown with blue ink. Okay, this is the construction. Now this left hand side is responsible for the measurement of minimum temperature, and right hand side is responsible to measure the maximum temperature. Now question comes, how it works. Now let's talk about its working. Alcohol filled in left hand side of U-tube expands. This one expands when temperature of environment rises. Why this one expands? This also expands, but expansion of this rises up, the alcohol rises up and fills up the vacuum, and it cannot push this mercury down. But expansion of this alcohol of left hand side has no any space to go up, and that's why it pushes the alcohol in the downward direction. It forces the mercury to rise on the tube of right hand side, because there is no space to rise on the right hand side. Raised mercury pushes the index to certain value of temperature, that is the maximum temperature. It pushes this to certain value, that is the maximum temperature. Alcohol filled in the left hand side of U-tube contracts when temperature of environment falls down. The same contracts when temperature falls down. Now the level of mercury falls on the tube of right hand side. This previously raised mercury now falls down, but index remains in the same place. It falls down and falls on the tube of right hand side, but rises in the tube of left hand side. Here it rises, because contraction means here it falls down and here rises. Raised mercury level pushes the index upward. This index is then pushed upward in the tube of left hand side. This index gives the minimum temperature For another measurement, now it gives minimum temperature, how much is the minimum, and then within 24 hours, if we see this thermometer early in the morning, let's say 6 o'clock, then what is the minimum temperature can be shown by this index marks, and maximum can be shown by this index mark where it is matching. And for another measurement, we have to push this index mark, pull down this index mark to the level of mercury. Here also it has to be pulled down to the level of mercury by using a small magnet. Magnet can be used to pull it down because it is made up of magnetic substance, this index is, and that's why again it is set. And for another 24 hours we'll see the change of maximum and minimum temperature. This way it is used to find out the maximum and minimum temperature of a place.
Okay. Next one, laboratory thermometer. What is the use of laboratory thermometer? Okay. Once observe page number 50 laboratory thermometer is given. Okay. What is the range of laboratory thermometer? What do you mean by minus degree Celsius? Okay. Once observe this video.
Hello students, we learned about clinical thermometer, which is used only to measure the temperature of the human body. But do you think we need only to measure the temperature of the human body? There are also many situations we need to measure the temperature. We measure the temperature of the environment, we measure the temperature of the boiling water or temperature of the cold object. So, how do we measure it? We learned that the clinical thermometer has a specific range that is between 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. But you know, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius and freezing point is 0 degrees Celsius. So, such temperature cannot be measured using clinical thermometer. If we use the clinical thermometer for such temperature, the thermometer may break. That is why we cannot use clinical thermometer for measuring temperature of other objects. Clinical thermometer can be used only to measure the temperature between 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. So to measure the temperature of other objects, we use laboratory thermometer, which has a broader scale. That is, its temperature ranges from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. And we can use the laboratory thermometer to measure the temperature of variety of objects like temperature of water or any other liquid. Let's see how it works. Here, the main thing is reading needs to be noted while the thermometer is in contact with the objects. You know, clinical thermometer can be taken out from the mouth and you can note down the reading. The measuring level does not fall down easily because there is a constriction or the bend or the kink inside it. We are calling it as kink, which prevents falling down of mercury. But in laboratory thermometer does not have a kink. Therefore, the mercury level falls back immediately as soon as you take out the thermometer from the object. That is, the bulb should be in contact with the object whose temperature is to be measured. If we need to measure the temperature of the boiling water, you must take the measurement while the thermometer bulb is immersed in water. And we must hold the thermometer upright, not tilted. But the clinical thermometer, it doesn't matter if we tilt the thermometer a little bit. To change the position of the thermometer, the heat available around it changes so that we may get different reading. So, need to hold exactly upright. So in most of the laboratory, if you have seen, there is a clamp stand to hold the thermometer. Clamp stand is there that holds the thermometer straight up without changing the position or without disturbing it. Whether we are able to use the laboratory thermometer to measure our human body temperature, because the range is from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius, and our human body temperature is between 35 degrees Celsius and 42 degrees Celsius. But can we use it? No, because how we are measuring the temperature of human body? We are keeping the thermometer bulb inside the mouth under your tongue, and we will be taking out, then only we can take the measurement, is it? But if we are using laboratory thermometer instead of clinical thermometer, we cannot take it out. If we are taking out the thermometer, the temperature reading falls and we cannot get the exact temperature. Bulb should never touches the surface or walls of the container. That is, if we keep the boiling water in a mug, the bulb should not touches the bottom or the sides of the mug. We need the bulb should be surrounded from all sides whose temperature we need to measure. If the temperature of the water is to be measured, then from all sides of the bulb there should be the water whose temperature is to be measured. And there are some precautions like we are having it in the clinical thermometer. Some precautions are same because the construction is more or less same. We have to handle with care to prevent the breaking. In both cases, in both clinical thermometer and in laboratory thermometer, it is made up of glass and the mercury is inside. If the glass breaks, mercury falls down, is it? And the mercury, as we have learned, it is a toxic substance and it is very difficult to dispose of if the thermometer breaks. And next is wash before and after use. Thus we are following in the clinical thermometer also. And the new thing here is hold the thermometer such that the bulb is surrounded by the objects on all sides. Okay, and the thermometer should be kept upright, not tilted. These two, the last two, are the important things which we have to keep in mind in the case of laboratory thermometer other than the clinical thermometer. Okay, hope you understood the difference between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Thank you.